Hi there! With this praline I will bring you in the Halloween mood. It contains two recipes where we will use the Belcolade Selection Amber cacao trees. The bottom part we will make a pumpkin seed praline with a hint of cinnamon. And then the top part I will show you how to make a jelly with pumpkin puree and diced carrot pieces. For the first recipe of our pumpkin praline, we will boil the pumpkin puree together with some diced fresh carrot. They are pre-cooked. And also I will add some fresh ginger, some sugar and maltodextrin, some citric acid, some glucose, and for the binding I also add some yellow pectin. I will cook the composition to 103 degrees centigrade. I leave it to cool it down, and this will be also one of the layers of our pumpkin praline. The jelly is cooked. I will pour it into a container to leave it to cool down, and I will also film it with cling film. Now for the second step of the pumpkin praline, we will also make a pumpkin seed praline. Therefore, I will cook some sugar together with water to 120 degrees centigrade. Then we will add also the pumpkin seeds and a broken cinnamon stick. We caramelize everything together, and when we obtain a nice caramel color, I will also add some salt. We remove it from the heating and we leave the complete mass to cool down on a silicone sheet. Once it's cooled down, we will also mix it with a robot cutter into a liquid paste. So this is caramelized. I put it on a silicone sheet and we leave it to cool down before we cut it into a liquid paste with a robot cutter. So the pumpkin seeds are cooled down, and now we will also cut it with the robot cutter into a liquid paste. And to make it a little bit more easy, I also add a little bit of almond praline from Patis France. And then this base, we will use it later on for our praline filling. The mold that we are going to use is a polycarbonate mold with the shape of a flower. But when you put two together, it looks like a modern shaped pumpkin. And that is what I'm going to use. So for the coloring of the mold, I have also colored cocoa butter. I put 10% of liposoluble color in powder. In this case, it's orange. I will temper this mass to 30 degrees centigrade. And then I will spray it into my mold, and the mold needs to be at 20 degrees centigrade. We'll leave it to set for 2 hours, then it's really crystallized and dry. And then we will also mold it with tempered chocolate. all the preparations are done. My molds are colored. I also have my jelly ready, it's cooled down, and I also have prepared my praline. So now we start to fill this pumpkin praline. So half of them I will fill with the jelly, and half of them I will fill them with the pumpkin praline. And then later on we will put them together, and we also pipe a small dark chocolate stick on top of the pumpkin. For the second layer in our pumpkin praline, we also prepare this pumpkin seed praline. Basically, this is at room temperature. We will also add Belcolade Selection Amber cacao trace, tempered, with some melted cocoa butter. We will mix all together, and this composition needs to be at 26 degrees centigrade. We will pipe it into the prepared chocolate shell, and then we leave it to set for about 5 minutes in a fridge of 5 degrees. Then we will take it out, we will start to close the praline, and we will also put them together with demold, and then I will see you back for the finishing. My fillings are set in the pumpkin praline. On one side we have the pumpkin seed praline, and on the other side we have the jelly with pumpkin puree and some diced carrot pieces. So I will bring both molds together, we will demold, and then we pipe with some Belcolade Selection Noir cacao trace, a small dark stick on top of the pumpkin for decoration. So like this, the pumpkin pralines are finished. So we used the Belcolade Selection Amber cacao trace for the molding, and then it contains two parts, this praline. The bottom part was filled with a pumpkin seed praline with a hint of cinnamon, and then the top part was filled with a jelly of pumpkin puree and also diced carrots. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and happy Halloween!